Hello again, my friends, and welcome back to my channel and to this collection overview. Though we're doing something a little bit different this time. First of all, we're only looking at one thing really in this collection overview, and we're looking at a video game, which I haven't talked that much about video games on my channel before, but I do play a lot of them, and in the future I want to do video game reviews. The problem is that I don't really have the equipment to record myself playing the games and doing a review from that footage. So it's a work in progress. But I wanted to take a look at this because this is a collector set of a video game that came out in 2013, I think. And the sequel to this came out just very recently, and I have a collector's edition of the first game and of the second game, so I'm gonna show off that too, but in another video. But what game am I talking about? Well, if you've seen the title of the video, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, the Wizards edition for PlayStation 3. There's actually two different versions of this edition, one European and one like North American. I obviously have the European version because I live in Europe, obviously. But there are a few differences between them. I think the North American version actually has more content. I think there's like a soundtrack CD in that one, which is not included here. And they also look slightly different. I haven't seen the North American version in real life, but judging from pictures on the internet, one difference is that the text here on the American version is more sort of shiny gold color, while here it's more basically just brown. And also the American version, I think, looks more like it does on the inside here, more sort of a clean white color, while the European version here is sort of, it looks dirty, and it's supposed to look dirty, you know, that's intentional. And as you saw here, it has an outer piece, and the thing is, the way I've stored this on my shelf is I've just had it standing like this because it's one of my like display pieces. I have it on the topmost shelf here, and it's been standing like that for quite a while, and the outer piece here is actually sort of starting to bulge a bit on the sides. Yeah, it doesn't look great. The outer piece here is a bit flimsy, to say the least. So let's take that away, and the inside here looks basically the same. I actually really like the design here. It's very sort of simple in that it's not a lot of colors in it, and I like that. I think it's very nice to look at. I don't like it when there's a lot of colors on stuff. I prefer just a few colors and a sort of nice design, and I think this has a nice design. So if we open it up, it opens up like this. We have a few things in here. Well, first of all, let's start with, of course, the game. I have been having this out of the box because I've been replaying the game recently, and I'm probably gonna do some kind of review of it on my channel. Don't know how exactly because I don't have any footage from the game that I can use, but some kind of review because I want to talk about it. But anyway, this is just a standard PlayStation 3 DVD case, and then we also had some exclusive content for the pre-order of this set. So that's the game, obviously, and then we have a software manual, which I've never used this. It's not that interesting, but it is nice to have it in a physical form because I think more and more games don't actually make these, and I think they're actually nice even though I don't have that much use for them. It's nice to have, you know, just in case. It's nice to have, and this one is just as good as any. And then we have one more thing, or actually we have two more things, but we have one more thing here, which is a plushie, and this is a plushie of a character in the game. His name is Drippy. He's not the main character, you know, the character you play as, but he does help you out to give you a lot of information and such. And I think he's a really nice character in the game. I'm not that fond of the plushie itself. I mean, it's, as far as plushies goes, I suppose it's alright, but I'm not that fond of the design of it, so I don't keep it on display. I keep it in the box. But it's still a nice thing to have, I think. And then lastly, there's one more thing to have a look at here, which came in the box. And this is probably my favorite thing, except for the game, of course, that came in this collector's edition. And that is this book here, which is called The Wizard's Companion. It's a hardcover book, and it looks really nice. They made it look like this really old book, both on the inside and on the outside. And this is actually a book you have in-game, and you use it in-game. But I think, and this, I'm gonna talk about this when I do a review of the game, but the way you browse through the book in-game is kind of clumsy. So I really like having this in physical form, where I can just look stuff up all the time. And as you can see here, I have bookmarks. So yeah, I've obviously used this. And it has really nice design. And it contains all kinds of information. Here are spells you can collect, and you have alchemical formulas you can make, you know. If you want to make this weapon, well, this is what you mix together to make them. Basically that. And then a list of weapons, and a list of these monsters, the sort of Pokemon like monsters that you can battle against and catch and collect. So that's really nice. And then you have some maps and stuff at the end as well. So this is really nice. This is a high point of this collector set. But other than that, there's not much else in here. As you can see, it's empty. And this thing here is just a piece of paper. So yeah, it's a great game, but I don't think the collector set itself is that amazing. The collector set for the second game, which I have, is much more awesome, and I'm gonna show that off too in a later video, but that just has so much more content than this one does. But I think it looks nice, you know, as a display piece. I really like the design of the box and all that. And as I said, the Wizard's Companion is really nice to have in physical form. So that is basically it for the Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch Wizards Edition, European version. If you have this box set, or if you have the North American box set, or if you play the game, or if you just want to comment whatever you feel like commenting, do so down below. I love to receive comments from you. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.